Guess who's back? Back again. Juljas back. Tips and tricks. So, welcome to my tips and tricks video. It's been a while coming. So, the first thing you have to do, if you get the game freshly, you go on this wonderful thingy here called campaign, and you, I'll quickly get this reward just because I can. You go and do the Civil War, because this is, don't do these ones, do this one. Should do this as first. Do all the missions, even the extra ones you can do later on. Aren't too crazy difficult. You'll get some free generals, which is a great start to your game, some medals and some gold. Now, before I get any deeper, once again, I'm going to ring my own bell. 27% are subscribed. Let's get, by the end of March, to 30%. That's my That's my aim, or my goal. I make Gale, but yeah. Brain cells just died right there. So, just get me there, okay? A very general tip is, you're on this campaign or whatever, you are stuck. Let's say in a German Eagle, you are stuck on mission, I don't know, 11. What do? Do you try about 50 times and just fail? No. What you can do is go on YouTube and watch some videos for playthroughs and just general tips to help. Obviously, I do some of them. I do those how to master these campaign missions. That might be useful to you. If you want a bit more of a thorough look through, you can go to WarMaster, who does actually every mission. He's quite passionate about it, so yeah, drop him a sub as well as EW6, who just goes also for those bigger things. These are two small channels I'm going to shout out. There's also obviously the big boys like WarMaster and Bruchminati, who I don't really have to introduce, since everybody knows them, in this community at least. So yeah, watch some channels, especially if you are stuck on campaigns. Go watch WarMaster. If you're stuck in conquests, go watch EW6. And if you want everything, you watch me. Next thing I'm going to tell you is adjust to the level of challenge you are right now. So if you start this game, you haven't even played the Civil War yet, and you go on conquest on to do 1917, you're going to die. So don't try that yet. 1961 with certain nations you can do without any tech, without anything. First, I would still say do at least the American and German Civil War right going into the next tip, and after the American-German Civil War, you already should be able to do the 1961 conquest easily. 1965 should be doable with easy nations, not with the hard ones yet. Then, for tip number 4, so after you've done these two, you can go and get yourself a general. Now, the game gives you a lot of cavalry generals, so don't buy cavalry general. At first, you will go for artillery, so you save up your your medals, and you go and get yourself Ivanov, or you get yourself Hindenburg, or maybe even the new guys, which I haven't. Besler also might be very interesting. I'll have to redo my top generals video, so watch out for that one as well. But yeah, one of these three are really good. I would now advise you to go with Hindenburg at first, since I really love him. And if you want to go damage, go Ivanov. Anyways, after that, you need to get one infantry guy. So what you go on infantry. You can, if you want a cheap one, really good infantry general, you go for Boyajev, or you go for, where is he? Douglas MacArthur. Those two are great. After that, you go again for an artillery, the next best, and then again for an infantry. If you're done then with all these boys, you have to get yourself a navy general, which also will need, and they're mostly David Beatty makes sense, or Hipper. I still haven't, like I said, haven't yet looked at these too much yet. Hipper or BT look very good. I wouldn't spend too crazy much amount. I will now get 2 navy generals. Doesn't make sense. Even I don't need 2 nowadays, and I'm like almost end game. Now, if you're trying to start your first conquest, or you've already done 1 or 2, and then you're getting stuck a little bit, you want to, like, get all the ranked rewards. So you have to get a 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, and you have to get those nations. What happens if you're stuck? Go on YouTube, watch a video, watch which ones are the best to do with, and some of them you just have to grind out if you really don't like playing as, I don't know, the British. Yeah, but often there are guys like me who make like tier list videos and say which nations are good to play as. Watch those as well. Step 7 is a very general step, and that is have fun. Listen, you don't only want to grind this game and just get the best min-maxing strategy and be the best. You also want to have fun. Sometimes just go and do if you really love Germany, you go in 1965 and you play as Prussia, or you play as German Confederates, even though it's not that easy, not that, not the fastest way to get really strong at the game, but you might just enjoy it more. And that's also what this game should be. What you can do like me is just Again, 1965, go and try to play Papal States. Even if you lose, it might be fun for you. The next very important step is the training. Go and level that up as fast as possible. Before trying to set too many things into general, don't level your Borevich, who you just bought freshly. Don't level his Tactics Master to maximum. Go and get your training points. So always attack and defense, HP, and I especially value mobility. Population is not that important, but get yourself mobility, very useful. Then your units get further and they just become more useful in general. Even though you can have very slow tanks, but you just need fast tanks to win. So get mobility, get attack, and these are two later on. Even though those two are the most expensive ones. Focus infantry, cavalry, artillery, ships you can later on get, and forts. I haven't really spent anything into forts if you look at this, all like level 1s. So forts not that important. So now you're at this step. You have done a bit of you've done your generals, you've already gotten some decent ones, you're starting to get up there in the trainings, you're starting to level up your generals as well. What you do now, don't go for 1914 yet since that's quite hard. 1917, grind the campaigns for a bit. What you also can do is then also start doing the challenge campaigns, which also give some nice rewards. So for example, if I go on Turkey, which I haven't done yet, you get some silver medals, you get some gold medals, you get some books. They also give you a nice win, and after a certain amount of challenges, you also get certain rewards again, which rewards are always nice to have, and you get the medals, which are quite important. As a next tip, if you ever want to play 1917, I'm just going to warn you to shield your eyes, because this map is absolutely terrifying. 1917 and 1914 are real eyesores. I would advise you to wear sunglasses and protect yourself from these horrors here. Now for the actual 10th tip. Use your best generals on your best units. So if you are, for example, 1914 and you play as, I don't know, Montenegro, you want to put a good artillery unit on here, but don't be too greedy. For example, if you start off as Greece and you only have this artillery, this boy, you maybe can't use your very best generals everywhere. You might have to put artillery general here just so you can rush Belgium. Don't always go for the very, very best, but if you can, then do it. So if you play a big nation, go for the good units. Smaller nations, you also have to waste a good general. For example, if you play the tribals, all units are anyway trash, so it doesn't really matter. It's a bad example. So if you play, I don't know, Romania in 1914, you can't always go for the top tier infantry. You might have to go for a light gunner and put your infantry general there just to survive and just to get enough advancements in the beginning so you can later on get the better ones. These have been my tips and tricks. Again, subscribe please. Check out all the other YouTubes I have advised you to watch, and I hope this is very useful to you. In the comments, if you have any additional tips, please note them there and tell me if one tip of me is rubbish. Might be, might not be. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day, a nice weekend, and bye!